Hey guys, I am here at Dollywood today. I am here to enjoy a solo fun day at the park. Wesley actually is at work today. I have off, so I figured I would go ahead and take advantage of the fact that it's a Wednesday, it's late September, it's kind of a little gloomy, overcast day. So I figured the park would be a little bit less crowded. They currently were parking, people were parking in C. So it's not too slammed, but it's also not dead. So my plan for the day is to ride a couple of rides, show you guys around the park, enjoy the fall harvest festival decorations, probably get a bite to eat. I'm thinking some cinnamon bread. Yeah, cinnamon bread is definitely happening. So come with me to enjoy a fun solo day here at Dollywood. That is absolutely a ride I will never do. Absolutely not. I will pop the ticket prices here on the screen, but a one-day ticket is going to cost $92 per person to get into Dollywood. Wesley and I only live like a little over an hour outside the park, so we do have season passes. We typically do not come a lot during the summer. We usually will come, a couple weeks after they have opened for the season in the spring. Hardly come in the summer at all, just because it's so hot. And then we do like to come a lot in the fall and Christmas time as well. Today, it is gloomy, but it is very humid. So my hair has already like super frizzed up and it's like falling out of the braid, but it's fine. I think I'm gonna go try to get in line for Big Bear if the wait is not super long. So let's go. I just got off Big Bear. It is such a good coaster. It's actually really long and it's so smooth. 10 out of 10, highly recommend Big Bear Mountain. Here is the Dragon Flyer. This is another really great smooth coaster. The only thing I don't like about this ride is that they only run one cart because it is so short. So the line, even if it's not really long, can often take forever, but it is a really good ride. Super smooth. It's just really short.
Let's go!
There is the Wild Eagle in the distance. That is such an amazing ride, but I need peer pressure to get on that ride. One of Wesley's favorite rides at Dollywood is the Great Tree Swing. So he isn't here, but we have to ride it. It's literally just a boat that swings back and forth, but it gets higher and higher with each swing. It's not my favorite, but it is pretty fun. And it appears there is no line, so I will be on the next boat. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna ride Mystery Mine today. It is a super fun ride, but I think I'm gonna pass today. Oh my god, it is so hot. I think it's just because of the humidity, but I am burning up. Riding the Fire Chaser Express next. Again, another very short line. I say probably a 10-minute wait or so. I just got off Fire Chaser Express and I have rode that ride so many times, but I think this was my first time actually being in the back row, and man, it was so much more jerky, so much more rough in that back row than the front rows, but it is such a good ride. I really like the going backwards feature right at the end. Super duper fun. So if you pay attention, you can see the track change right here. There it goes. So cool. Check out Mr. Spidey. He's got some cool hair, cool beard going on, and all its little baby spiders. This is also a ride I tend to not ride. Tennessee Tornado. It is not my favorite. I love roller coasters, but I like a smooth coaster. Tennessee Tornado is not necessarily smooth at all. There's also an arcade section here at Dollywood where you can play games, win prizes, carnival-style games. Check out that big Pikachu and the big Gengar and Charizard over there. They have a bunch of claw machines and some cool arcade games. So all of these lights at night light up purple for the Harvest Festival, but I don't think I'm staying that late tonight to see them. But Wesley and I are gonna come back later this fall, one evening after work, to see all the lights at night. I have not been on Blazing Fury since they have given it a little update, so I'm excited to check it out and to see what's new. Blazing Fury is a fever dream of a ride, but it is a classic and you have to ride it. It actually has been here since Dollywood was Silver Dollar City, and they recently did some updates to the ride, and I definitely noticed the audio was better, the lighting was better, so you have to ride it whenever you come here. Here is Lily. Hi, pretty girl. Hi, Lily. Lily is a turkey vulture. Lily ended up here at Dollywood because she was apparently unable to hunt for food and she was reliant on humans. Here's a Harris hawk. This is Maverick. Hi, buddy. He had an injury. Now, one of my favorite birds, the red-tailed hawk. This is Sequoia. And she unfortunately had a gunshot wound to her wings. Poor girl. Here's a black vulture. And he is taking a little rest. Look how sweet. Oh. The next Wings of America show is at 1 o'clock. It is a little past noon right now, so definitely I'm going to come back to see that. It is one of my favorite shows. It's time for something to eat. I am getting hungry, so I'm here at Hickory House Barbecue, and I'm going to get those loaded barbecue pork fries. I've had them before. They're super good. Need some ice cold Coke. So I got the barbecue fries. I did end up getting 3 sauces: sour cream, barbecue, and ranch. So I'm gonna devour this. I'm gonna start with the sour cream. Oh, that's how that opened. Cool. I should have gotten a knife, but I didn't. I went ahead and claimed my spot for the bird show.
Background around in and out of the burrows and the briars, getting nice and tired, worn down, while the older members just sit back and
to Lily. Lily is our turkey vulture, one of 3 species of vultures you can find all across the United States. And I might have forgot to mention, Lily's our lowest flying bird you're going to see today. Not bad. Now she does think this is a little bit of a challenge. The lower you duck, the lower she flies. So keep that in mind. But turkey vultures do soar. They ride what's known as thermals, and the beautiful creatures circling all around. Reason for that, vultures, as you can see, have bigs. And he was found several hundred miles away, begging people for food. So he was transferred to a zoo where he was trying to be rehabilitated. Unfortunately, he became known as a human imprint. He kept coming to people begging for food.
It ended up raining, so I am still under the shelter, but hopefully the rain should stop here in a few minutes. I am at Daredevil Falls. I will not be getting on this ride. I did not bring sandals with me. I just have my tennis shoes on, and I cannot stand wet socks and shoes after this ride and having to walk around the park, squashing around. But Wesley loves this ride. It's not my favorite, but oh, there's no one even on that one. But it is a fun ride if you are wanting to cool off. Dollywood actually does have a chapel in the park, and they do hold Sunday service here at 11:30 a.m. Let's go check out the Valley Forge blacksmith. Check out this pumpkin made out of horseshoes. You can buy a bunch of different things here that are made right here at Dollywood. It is still raining, but I think it is time to get some cinnamon bread at the grist mill. I've got my ticket and my icing. Let's go pick up the cinnamon bread, the goods. Here is the famous cinnamon bread. I got it with icing. You can actually get it with icing or apple butter. I like both. I went with icing today. Look at all that cinnamon and like crystallized sugar in the bottom. But I did eat a pretty big piece of it. And I'm gonna take the rest home. As you can see, the rain has really started coming down again. I have taken a little bit of shelter, but I am still kind of getting wet. I really wanted to ride the train, but it did just get back to the station, and that means it's not gonna like come back for another, or it's not going to take off for another 2 more hours, and I didn't really want to stay here that long because this weather sucks. If you don't know much about the trains here at Dollywood, let me give you a couple of facts. So Dollywood currently has 2 genuine coal-fired steam trains that were built in the late 1930s and early 1940s, and they actually played a role during World War II. But today, they are one of the most iconic rides here at Dollywood. They take you through a 5-mile route through the Great Smoky Mountains, so it's a definite must-do if you are visiting Dollywood. Let's go take a walk through the country fair section of the park. So this section used to be one of my favorite rides here. It was the Dizzy Disc. If you remember the Dizzy Disc, leave a comment below. I absolutely love that ride, but now apparently this is candy corn country and some corns are being harvested. Look at all those that have to bloom. Those are going to be so pretty when they bloom. Oh my goodness. I just stepped in that big old puddle trying to get a shot of the scrambler, and now my feet are soaking wet. Yay. I have absolutely given up at this point. I am soaking wet, and I know I jinxed myself earlier whenever I was talking about Daredevil Falls and hating how my feet get wet. My feet and socks are soaking wet. So I think I am going to head out and call it a day because I'm kind of miserable. Look at those Jellycat cinnamon bread dupes. That is so cute. I kind of want to play, but then just my luck, I'll lose.
As Wildlife Katie has remained with us through the years and the evolution of the park. From Rebel Railroad to Gold Rush to... Hey, y'all just sit back and relax and listen to Klondike Katie for us up.
Look at all this super cute fall merch. Bro, they have Jellycats here. Oh my god, I'm probably gonna have to get the cake. I like have to, right? I had no idea. So I talked to the sales associate in Temple's Mercantile, and they are the only store that carries Jellycats in the park. So if you want you a Jellycat, go get you one. This is a 344-pound pumpkin. That one's 481 pounds, jeez. That's huge. I thought those other ones were big. Of course, you're always going to exit through the gift shop. So if you want some Dollywood merch, come to the Emporium. Honestly, I had no idea that Dollywood had Loungeflies. How cool. I like that one. And that black one is pretty cool. Hey, Dolly. As you saw, I did end up making it on the train, and I was so excited because I had the most perfect seat on the edge. I was like, I'm gonna get some awesome clips of the ride. And then the employees made me move. They made me slide over. And so I was stuck right in the middle with virtually no view, which kind of sucked. So I did just get 2 or 3 clips. Not the best, but it'll have to do. But that was my day at Dollywood. My cinnamon bread box got rained on and is now dilapidated, but I will be eating this later tonight. I also did get a jelly cat. I made a TikTok about it. I make more jelly cat content on my TikTok, so if you like jelly cats, feel free to check that out. If you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for coming along with me during my solo day here at Dollywood. Wesley and I will be coming a lot more this fall and winter. It's our favorite time of year to come, so we definitely will have a lot more Dollywood videos coming on the channel. But feel free to like this video and subscribe if you like Dollywood. And we obviously have other videos on our channel of fun things we do, fun places we travel, so feel free to check out those other videos, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching.